2.29.
The decorators will have finished painting by Tuesday, so we can move back into the apartment then.
The soccer team says that they'll have built the new stadium in 6 months.
Laura won't have arrived before dinner, so I'll leave some food on the stove for her.
When will they have learned enough English to be able to communicate fluently?
2.30.
Don't call between 7 and 8 because we'll be having dinner then.
Good luck on your test tomorrow. I'll be thinking of you.
This time tomorrow, I'll be sitting on the beach watching the sunset.
Come at 7 because we won't be starting dinner until 8.
Will you be waiting for me when I get off the train?
I'll be going to the supermarket later. Do you want anything?
2.31. What's the weather like? A. 1.
It's cool.
2.
It's chilly.
3.
It's freezing.
4.
It's below 0.
5.
It's mild.
6.
It's warm.
7.
It's boiling.
8.
It's humid.
9.
It's damp.
10.
It's drizzling.
11.
There are showers.
12.
It's pouring.
13.
There's a breeze.
B.
When the weather's foggy or misty, or there is smog, it's difficult to see.
Mist isn't usually very thick and often occurs in the mountains or near the ocean.
Fog is thicker and can be found in towns and in the country.
Smog is caused by pollution and usually occurs in big cities.
2.32. Extreme weather. 1.
Heat wave.
2.
Drought.
3.
Hail.
4.
Lightning.
5.
Thunder.
6.
Blizzard.
7.
Flood.
8.
Hurricane.
9.
Monsoon.
2.33. Adjectives to describe weather.
In the western part of New York, it will be very cold, with strong winds and heavy rain. There will also be thick fog in the hills and valleys, though it should clear by midday. Driving will be dangerous because the roads will be icy. However, the Hudson Valley and the tri-state area will have clear skies, and it will be bright and sunny, though the temperature will still be low. Over the next few days, the weather will be changeable, with some showers but occasional sunny periods. It should become more settled over the weekend.
2.34. 1.
Blow. Snow. Showers. Below.
2.
Weather. Sweat. Heavy. Heat.
3.
Drizzle. Blizzard. Chilly. Mild.
4.
Hard. Warm. Dark. Garden.
5,
flood, moon, soon, loose,
6,
fought, ought, drought, brought,
7,
thunder, sunny, summer, humid,
8,
scorching, whirled, tornado, storm.
2.35. 1,
It'll be below zero tomorrow with some snow showers.
2,
He was sweating heavily because of the heat.
3,
It's windy, chilly, and starting to drizzle.
4,
The river is going to flood soon.
5,
Summer days are usually sunny and humid.
2.36. 1,
It was just at the end of the summer in 2013, yeah, and I was a college student at the University of Colorado in Boulder. It had been really dry that summer, hardly any rain at all, and it was incredibly hot. Then toward the end of September, the rain came, and it rained almost an entire week. At first, everyone was so relieved because the rain brought cooler temperatures and made the grass green, but then it just kept raining and raining. Streams and creeks started flooding and roared out of the mountains, and it was really scary. The stream that goes through my college campus flooded several dorm buildings, and kids had to find safe places to stay. Some rooms had 3 to 4 feet of water in them. I was okay because I lived on a high floor in my dorm. Even though there was a lot of damage to the campus and to a lot of the town surrounding Boulder, there was a bright side. Kids on the athletic team served lunch to flood victims in the community. Other students donated their clothes, shoes, and books to kids who had lost their belongings in flooded dorm rooms. So, even though the flooding was extremely severe, it really made me realize that we have a supportive college community here.
2,
This was in the summer of 2003, and there was a pretty intense heat wave in New York City. I remember it really well because I just started working as an office assistant in a civil engineering firm, and I'd only been at my new job for a few weeks. Around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, on August 14th, the electricity went out all across New York City. The massive blackout, caused in part by everyone using their air conditioners, affected 7 states in the eastern U.S. along with parts of Canada. My boss told me to go home, so I did. First, I had to walk down 17 flights of stairs because the elevators didn't work. Then, I had to walk nearly 4 miles from Manhattan to Brooklyn in the heat because the subways didn't work. Thank goodness I could walk over the Brooklyn Bridge to get back to Brooklyn. When I finally got home around 8 in the evening, I was absolutely surprised and happy to see all my apartment building neighbors outside cooking on grills and getting to know one another. It was too hot to stay inside, so I enjoyed the evening sitting outside on the sidewalk with my neighbors. It's been over 10 years since that blackout, and I have very fond memories of that day. But I don't really want to go through that experience again anytime soon.
3,
On October 29, 2011, I was visiting friends in upstate New York when it started snowing. It's pretty unusual for snow to fall in New York during late October, but I was safe with my friends, so I didn't mind. The next day, it was time for me to drive home. It had only snowed about 3 inches in Albany, and the roads there were completely clear, so I thought my 2-hour trip home would be uneventful. However, as I started driving south, I noticed the snow was getting deeper. Trees were bent over and many had fallen. Driving was rather stressful because the roads were slippery and dangerous. When I finally got home, almost 5 hours later, there was nearly 2 feet of snow on the ground, and I couldn't drive up my driveway, which only added to my stress. I parked on the street and trudged up to my house, only to discover there was no electricity. I ended up booking a room in a local hotel for a week until work crews reconnected the electrical wires. That storm caused billions of dollars of damage across the Northeast. Over 3 million people were without electricity, some for up to 3 weeks, and cities across the Northeast reported record snowfall totals. In addition, many communities had to cancel or postpone Halloween celebrations. It wasn't safe for the children to walk in the snow. Luckily for me, no trees had fallen on my house during the storm, but I was mad that it took me several days to shovel my driveway.